Allow me to rant like Santa looking down at an A-frame. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. Damn it! Only got the women's matches right. Still, decent year-end percentage if I do say so myself. And no, I didn't include Saturday night's main event in the picks because, well, it's not a PLE, okay? Anyway, as War Games and Deadline are in the books, it's time to roast some nuts. And I don't mean chestnuts either. Here we go! It was a nice Saturday night's main event, to be certain, and just like most of the others in the 80s and 90s, there were 5 matches and 0 title changes. Remember that the show was basically the taping of a live event, which was the only way to see Superstar and Superstar action until Raw came around. Seeing the greats in the ringside seats like Santana and Valentine really helped the vibe, though Koko B. Ware did look like he put on a fair number of pounds over the last 30 plus years. Shame they couldn't stick around for the beatdown of Cody Rhodes by a pissed off KO. More on that later. Nice move, Eddie Thorpe. You faked an injury to get out of the Iron Survivor match and then guilted Trick Williams into giving you a title shot before Obafemi's deserved shot. Well done. But now look what happened. 2 refs counted each person's shoulders down for a 3 count, so it's essentially a draw unless Ava says differently. To me, this will just set up the obvious triple threat at New Year's Evil, and that falls into Femi's wheelhouse, especially with how he wrecked the Iron Survivor match. So yeah, good going, Thorpe. You just screwed yourself and Williams. As I once stated, I was against women's secondary titles on Raw and SmackDown because of the lack of talent in each brand in comparison to NXT, which has enough to truly need a women's North American title. But they went and did it anyway. Chelsea Green became the first women's US champ, leaving Michin in limbo as to her career in the WWE. And the women's IC title will be decided on Netflix. But if they're going to do this, how about ditching the WWE Women's Tag titles? I mean, it makes sense. The curse of the belts has affected Jade Cargill, and giving it to Naomi was a big mistake considering how she treated it last time she held it. Now Kevin Owens is walking around with the Golden Eagle WWE title belt and claiming to be the true champ, just because he sent Cody Rhodes to the hospital just like Randy Orton. That seems to be his shtick these days, right? Losing the prize fights and then putting those who beat him out of commission. I doubt Rhodes will be out for too long. And when he does return with a real WWE Championship belt, KO better watch out. You know, there's always going to be casualties in war, but War Games never had a night like it had back in November. 3 people got hurt in the Battle of the Bloodlines. Jimmy Uso had the most mild of injuries, a broken toe. He's still kicking ass, so to speak, on SmackDown until the cast comes off. Tonga Loa's injury was a bit more severe, and he'll be out for a fair bit longer, but not as long as Bronson Reed, who destroyed his ankle when he dove off the top of the cage into the unoccupied table. Big men take a long time to heal, so I doubt we'll see Reed until after WrestleMania. Lord knows how Io Sky survived the garbage can moonsault, save that she landed on some squishy flesh instead of a table. Maybe it's time to roof those cages like they should have been from the start. Finally, it seems like Gunther is turning more and more into a face, which doesn't feel right to me. You don't hijack both the United Kingdom and the Intercontinental titles for the longest of times without earning a lot of infamy. But Gunther's enemies seem to be more and more on the heel side of the ring. Also, it seems he's thrown Ludwig Kaiser to the wolves and he still fights faces. So what the hell, Gunther? Look, Look, we know your reign won't surpass Bruno Sammartino's, if even Roman Reigns'. Don't listen to the reluctant cheers from the crowds and turn into an anti-hero. Steve Austin, you most certainly ain't. Happy holidays, everybody. Next week, my State of the WWE address. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlog who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace. And I'll see you